easy for us to celebrate others when we really know God.
All right. All right.
I told my church last Sunday, I said, if Pastor, and I'm using him for an example, this is not true. Everybody say this is an example. But some of y'all will go home, he talked about my pastor like that. But if Pastor Edmonston was being celebrated, and I knew God, and I was a member of his church, and God, knowing that God sent him, right? And I could be mad with him because he corrected me. I'm going to fellowship at that celebration. I'm going to give up money at that celebration. Because that is my leader. Number one. But even if it wasn't him, if it was Sister Edmonston, she's not the pastor, she's just the first lady. You know, that's what folks say. She's just the first lady. You know, they put a big old T up on her. She's just the first lady. She ain't nobody. She's just the first lady. She ain't no, that don't even make sense, right? She ain't nobody. She's just the first lady. You understand? But some of you, when you want to get to him, you say stuff to her. Because you know that's going to aggravate her, and then she's going to complain to him, and then he's going to feel a little down. Some folks know how to get to you, Pastor, believe me. To get to you, they ain't going to get to you. They ain't come for you because they know that you're going to be that strong wall. So what they do is try to break her down and aggravate her or the kids. Now, you know I know what I'm talking about. Y'all don't want me to know this, but I know this already. They're trying to get to her by persecuting the children. They persecute the children, and the wife is a little upset. She may not say nothing, she may be praying, but it hurts her. Then she'll complain to the husband, and then he'll say, honey, you know, just don't worry about it. Be strong. And then, you see, y'all know that he's not going to really say to her, well, you right, baby. You know, just go in there and tear up the church. He ain't going to say that. So y'all know that right then, that puts a little friction in between the husband. Come on now. The pastor and the first lady. You gotta watch. Listen, they can say I love you, Pastor, all day long. But baby, let me tell you something. Woo, that love will show. And don't we have to still love him anyway?
All right.
And so here he is giving you all the love in the world, and you just mistreating his family and his children. And I'm not saying this don't happen to me. I'm just saying I've seen it happen. I've seen how church folk act. Y'all did invite me here to preach about, you know, a little bit about the first lady, right? I know y'all didn't think I was going to come here and talk about her. Because I know what position she's in. That ain't an easy role.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing. And if you would only get remembered properly, right? You know, some of us, listen, we got to strip our own selves down. We've been in the way so long. I mean, in the way of other saints progressing. We've been a block for so long that we actually think we're righteous and right. Some of us really think like this, but we are not. We are a hindrance. We're hurting. We're causing damage to the body of Christ. You think, oh, it's just her. She don't matter. But listen, the Bible says that you mess with the least one. I mean, you might think they're nothing, but that little one that you mess with.
That's right.
You could receive the wrath of God. I don't know. Maybe you didn't know that. Maybe some of us folk, and I'm putting myself in, maybe some of us old stupid folk didn't know that. But God is not playing with us. These are the last days. I mean, there's going to be a call soon.
Yeah.
And listen, remember in the old days, most of the parents would outlive the kids. That ain't happening no more. And listen, the reason some of us are still here is because God is waiting for us to get right.
My Lord.
Some of them using that excuse, Pastor. But if I get right, then he might take me out. So you rather just die in sin. Jesus put his life in God's hands.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. He said, into your hands, O Father. I put my spirit for safekeeping.
Yeah.
And the Son gave his life and went back to God. Well, I come to tell you that some of us in the room, we need to send our spirit back to God for an awakening. Some for safekeeping. Some for renewing. Some for refreshing.
All right.
Some for reviving. Some for rededicating. Some for a new anointing. Some for resaving. Some for reuniting. Some for healing. Some for delivering. And all of us need to send it back for refilling. We need to be refilled by the Holy Ghost. And listen, then if you turn your soul back to the Lord, or as it goes back to God, you go from a liar, amen, back to God. You go from a fornicator back to God. You go from an adulterer back to God. You go from a backbiter back to God. You go from unfaithful back to God. You go from faithless back to God. You go from a troublemaker back to God. You go from a player hater back to God. You go from a peacekeeper back to God. You go from a homosexual back to God. You go from people who cause others to be sick in the spirit back to God. Your soul will go back to God. And you know what? You go from sin, from your selfish, individual nature, S.I.N, back to God. And God will turn you around. And you'll go from that to a S.I.N. In other words, you'll be a sacrificing individual for all nations. You will sacrifice that of yourself unto the Lord. And forget about everything else. And listen, we need to sacrifice ourselves. Because our flesh is causing us grief. Our flesh is causing us hardship.
That's right.
We need a new beginning. Everybody say, I need a new beginning. We need new beginnings right now. No matter what you are, the place you are in spiritually, you need to go to the next level in God and get a new beginning. But see, some of these things only come by fasting and praying. Some of these things only come by stretching out on faith and believing God and giving up some things and really praying on your knees and sacrificing yourself for the greater cause, which